Good morning, welcome to another early morning vlog. You know, on this channel going forward that late starts at work mean early mornings photography. So we're out today, we're over Kinver Edge. It's a little bit dark still, so I'm on the GoPro. I apologise if the picture isn't 100%. There's loads of rabbits about where I am. Loads and loads of rabbits. Kinver Edge is in Kinver, on the sort of the border of Shropshire, so we're over here taking a hike up to the top just to try and get some early morning photographs. The weather is changing today. It's been ridiculous over the last couple of days here in the UK, like 31 degrees yesterday here, but it's changing, so we've got some kind of dramatic clouds in the distance because we're going to have some thunderstorms I think later, and possibly some rain. And you can see just sort of in the distance there, just about on the GoPro, that we've got some clouds, so hopefully there's going to be some photographs to take. I'm a bit wonder over here. I would just have a wander around Kinver, take some photos, and hopefully not get attacked by any badgers or rabbits or bigger creatures in the woods today. Right, so we're up here. We've got about 10 minutes till actual sunrise, so we're going to be up here for sunrise. And well, it's a beautiful shot. I'll tell you why I wanted to come up here, because I wanted to. When you come to Kinver Edge, is literally sort of an edge that goes down towards Kinver. That is Kinver in the West Midlands. Nice little country town, and then you've got all this behind you as well, rural land stretching out towards Wales. But we're overlooking sort of where I live, actually, over towards Dudley Way there. Sun's rising up from that direction, but I'm just going to try and get a shot that's sort of portrait mode, and it's catching this with some ferns in the foreground. Then we've got Kinver sort of in the mid-ground, and then that beautiful view of the sunrise in the background. So that's the idea for the shot. I'm setting up a time lapse, hopefully, of the sunrise here, and it's just a beautiful location. This is usually quite busy in the day, but obviously there's nobody up here today. There's some kids obviously up here last night making a fire and watching the sunset. Fair play to them, can't think of anything else better to do. They've got their wood there and they've had a fire there. Do is put my ND filter on just before the sun rises, trying to get a sort of a longer exposure in the sky to try and get some of that cloud blur, but it's getting to that point where it's a little bit too light. The sky is really beautiful. There's some flies about there, so I'll get the ND filter on the end of the Canon 16mm, stop it down and stop it down further with the ND filter. I didn't bring my tripod, which is a bit of a bummer, but we're trying to get a, I'll try and prop it up somewhere and do like I'll use this. Or I might take the tripod. Oh, I can use the tripod that I'm using for the phone. So let's get this one just before the sun rises. We've got about 2 or 3 minutes until the sunrise, so let's get this. So it's kind of panic stations at this particular point. I'm trying to get a long exposure with the M50 because it's a couple of years old now. The camera, the M50, it needs updating. It takes quite a long time to process the image after it's taken it. So I'm doing that down here. I've got the phone doing a time lapse there. Just grab the bag because just in case somebody else comes up here, you never know. But this is what I'm doing. I've got it propped up here on my battery box, just taking that photo. The sun is literally seconds away from peeking its head over the horizon, but I'm just trying to get sort of a long exposure just before it does, because the colour in these clouds, as you can see, is pretty amazing at the moment. And this is kind of the exciting couple of 5 or 10 minutes. Flies about, you're getting bitten to death, you're trying to get the perfect photo. The sun's about to rise. This is what I love about photography, early morning and late night. Sort of sunrise, sunset is brilliant, just to get that one perfect photo. And we're out in nature, we've got the birds singing, there's no one else here, everybody else is wasting their time sleeping in bed, and we're doing this here with the flies being attacked. But let's get this one last long exposure and see if we can get a perfect photo. No, battery's died. Change battery. Not the time for the battery to die. Well, see, you never know what's going to happen. The battery died. At some point, just after the sun rises, oh, there it is, the sun's just poked his head over the horizon. We do this last long exposure, then I'm going to get the drone up as well. Well, that was a very intense 10 or 15 minutes. We got the sun absolutely risen now. It's looking amazing over there. But then I looked behind me and we had a little bit of rain coming in from the Welsh Hills, and you can just sort of see it there. It started to rain a little bit, and we had a rainbow. You can probably just see, just make it out still in the sky there. A little rainbow up here, so I got a few shots of the rainbow as well. I then just got the Canon M50 15 to 45mm kit lens out, just to get some more shots of Kinver punched in a little bit, because it's got that zoom. So we got that 45mm with the M50, which helped a little bit. Stopped it down to f9.0, no filter on, just took a few shots. They look different, obviously, because it's not wide open like the 1.4 Sigma. I didn't have the ND filter on there, but some of the shots look really good. Just looking down the valley down there to Kinver. So I'm happy actually. I'm happy. I think I've got some nice photographs. We can get them into Lightroom after and have a play with them. Of course, I'm shooting everything in RAW, so I can just put it in there and you can draw a load of more detail out. If there are any shots overexposed or underexposed, we can change them and really play with them in Lightroom. I do try and get a lot of the settings right in camera. That's very important that you learn your camera settings. I'm shooting in manual. I'm just playing with the exposure, playing with the shutter speed. Nobody knows exactly what shutter speed to use for every situation, or what aperture to use, so you just play with it as you're shooting your photographs. That is the easiest way to learn, and just to play with the settings and get the right settings and get the right photo. It's starting to rain a little bit. I want to get the drone up just before we leave, so I'm going to fly the drone for a little bit, get some shots of the sunrise just before it gets a bit too high in the sky and we lose this beautiful golden hour light. And that's it. That was this morning's little expedition. So we do this, and then when we get back, got to start work, unfortunately. Adjust you, make sure you're level. Are we recording? Right, so I'm back in the studio. Good, lovely morning this morning. The weather was amazing, although we did have a bit of rain, but we're in England, it's to be expected. I just wanted to show you the difference between the two lenses that I shot with today, because it's really noticeable when you get it into Lightroom, the difference between the lenses. And there's a noticeable sort of coloration to the photos. So this is the kit lens, a 15-45 kit lens that comes with the M50, and you can see the photos. If I scroll through them, they've got this. I know it's shooting towards the sun, but they've got this sort of yellowy tinge to them. See how I zoomed in? That's the one I've edited that one a little bit, and I still can't get rid of it. It's still a bit too warm and yellowy. So these are the photos with that. If we go to the first, we go this way a little bit, and you can see the photos shot with the Sigma, and you can literally see the colours in the sky rather than it being totally blown out and yellow. That's a bit dark. That's a bit dark. But some of these photos are dark, but the beauty of shooting in RAW is that you can extract so much information. If I press auto on this in Lightroom, and then we bump the shadows up, and we bring the blacks down a little bit, and I do my little tone curve trick, the little S bend, and you can see it already, the details coming out, and then we can add a little bit of clarity as well. That'll bring some more colour into the sky, and you can see straight away that that's the sort of style that I'm going for. The exposure I'd probably up just a little bit like that to get some more detail, but that's compared, I mean, and here we are, you can see the blue in the sky and the pinks and stuff in the sky, amazing. But if we compare that to some even later in the day, you've got the sun up with the kit lens, it's just a little bit, we've got the sun up with the kit lens, it's just a bit, yeah, you can tell the quality when you zoom in as well. If I show you this one, yeah, that one I've edited, this one I've edited, and you can zoom in, you can see a bit of, quite a lot of noise in the image. So yeah, just wanted to show you that really. I'm going to go and put these and edit a few of these photos, pick the best ones, flag them, then edit them. So if you want to see the finished articles, go and check me out on Instagram. I'll link it down below, and I'll put it on the screen here for you. It's Xander_round at Instagram. Go and check the photos out, tell me what you think, give me a little bit of a comment. But that was today's vlog. That was fun, really. I enjoyed getting out this morning. There's nothing better than getting out and going for a walk when there's no one else around, in nature, doing what you enjoy, doing what you love. And yeah, I fully recommend everybody doing the similar thing. Don't just lie in bed and waste your day. So that's the vlog. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and press the bell so you don't miss any uploads. But until next time, see you soon. Bye.